It's no secret that Tesla has had a hold on the electric vehicle market for quite some time now, delivering about 500,000 vehicles back in 2020 and being on track to deliver over 800,000 vehicles by the end of 2021. But this makes sense, right? Tesla has cornered the EV market, and while there are absolutely some nice EV options nowadays, when Tesla unveiled its first affordable electric vehicle in 2008, the Model S, it blew away the competition. Think about it. If you wanted an EV in 2008, you either got a glorified electric golf cart that could take you up the street and back, or a $500,000 luxury vehicle. There was so little in between. Tesla expanded the possibilities for what an electric vehicle could be, and they still do. And although Tesla has some competition on the horizon, it's important to think about what lies ahead for Tesla and ask, what does the future of Tesla look like? Now, before we take a look at a company that is now a household name, I'd like to draw some parallels between a company that we know all too well, Apple. Now, I know it's weird to compare cars and phones, but I promise you that these two companies are a lot more similar than you'd suspect at first glance. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't believe that Tesla is as big as Apple. Yes, they both have monumental amount of intrigue when compared to their competitors. I mean, let's be honest, Apple keynotes aren't perceived as a normal press event. They're the tech equivalent of a free concert. In fact, Apple's latest iPhone event had 2.56 million viewers at its peak. If it were a free concert, it would rank as the 4th largest in history. And I'm not saying this to put Tesla down. I'm saying it because it makes you wonder if Tesla is capable of reaching that status of influence. Could Tesla become the first car company to break $1 trillion market cap? I think so. And I invite you to join me as we compare apples to apples, or apples to Teslas. First, let's get one thing out of the way. I'm well aware that Tesla doesn't just make cars. Tesla is a car company as much as Apple is a phone company. There are other products and services that they offer, which we'll talk about later, but most of their revenue is generated from a single product line. The iPhone generates 50% of Apple's revenue, while Tesla's cars are responsible for about 83%. But what I'd love to focus on is where the rest of the revenue is coming from for these companies. While it's hard to imagine Apple without iPhone, back in 2007 when the iPhone was first released, it only made up about 0.5% of the company's total revenue. In fact, it wasn't until 2011, when iPhones were no longer exclusive to AT&T, that they began to reach that 50% mark, when all the BlackBerry users realized that they could get the shiny new iPhone on their Verizon plan. Keep in mind that a majority of Apple's sales before the iPhone took off were coming from the iPod, a product that is now obsolete. The reason I see Tesla driving past all expectations is because I personally think EVs are Tesla's iPod. Now, obviously, cars aren't going to be rendered useless anytime soon, but I do believe there is room for Tesla to expand its business into areas that could be more profitable for Tesla and push them over that $1 trillion checkpoint. So what industry could Tesla get into that could push them miles ahead of the competition? Personally, I see Tesla sitting on a gold mine with their artificial intelligence technology. A pivot to AI from Tesla could not only make the competition jealous, but possibly land Tesla a spot in the top 5 largest public companies. And if this seems a little out of left field, I want you to think about the first headline you think of when you hear Tesla. Okay, maybe it's something like electric cars, but the second is that Tesla cars theoretically drive themselves. And this is thanks to artificial intelligence that many car and tech enthusiasts will tell you is some of the best in the industry. And Tesla knows this is a major opportunity for them, with the unveiling of their Terminator-like Teslabot, and because of their customers' pure dedication to the company. Let's be honest, do you think Tesla would be the company it is today if they didn't have their autopilot feature? Now, do I think Teslabot is the future of Tesla? No. But I can see a world where Tesla creates the hardware and software for other car manufacturers that allow them to use autopilot, the same way that Bose sells its sound systems to be put into vehicles. Tesla would only have to do a fraction of the manufacturing work as they do today, and could still have full control over not just self-driving in their own cars, but in all cars. Think of it how like a computer can be made by HP or Samsung, but still run by Microsoft's Windows. This is a huge gap that is waiting to be filled by Tesla, and honestly, right now they're the only ones who can fill it. So now let me ask you, what do you think Tesla's future holds?